Hey everyone, and welcome. Today's explainer is laser-focused on answering one really critical question that sits at the very heart of business intelligence. What exactly is descriptive analytics? Why is it so incredibly important? And what does it actually look like in a real-world business example? If you've ever stared at a massive spreadsheet and just wondered how to make any sense of it, well, you are definitely in the right place. Let's get started.
Okay, let's dive into this. Every massive data project, every complex algorithm, and every major corporate strategy ultimately begins by anchoring itself to one single foundational question: what happened? You simply cannot chart a course for the future without a perfectly clear picture of the past. And answering that question, that is the entire purpose of descriptive analytics.
To get a little formal for just a second, descriptive analytics is officially defined as a data analysis method that summarizes and interprets past data to understand past events, trends, and patterns. It's a hugely important component of business intelligence. In fact, it's almost always the very first step in literally any data analysis project. Basically, before you can even try to predict the future, you've got to summarize the history.
And this brilliantly illustrates the concept. Think of descriptive analytics as a giant microscope focused directly on your historical data. It takes those raw numbers and uses them to literally explain what happened. It doesn't guess, it doesn't make predictions. It just objectively observes and reports the facts of the past.
But let's be honest, raw data on its own, it's usually just a confusing wall of numbers. It desperately needs context. So, how does descriptive analytics actually work? Well, it has a few key traits. First, it focuses purely on past historical data. Second, it's considered the most basic form of business analytics, relying on summary statistics. We're talking about things like averages, simple counts, and percentages. And third, it provides that absolutely vital where and when by transforming those confusing figures into measurable patterns, presenting the insights in a visually appealing way through charts, graphs, and dashboards.
So we know what it is, but why is it so important? The simple answer is that it provides the absolute foundation for decision-making. Imagine for a second trying to decide on a budget for next year without knowing what you spent last year. You'd just be guessing. You might accidentally end up allocating your entire Q1 budget to office coffee. You simply cannot make informed, strategic decisions about the future without first understanding your foundational past. Now, what's really interesting about this process is how it explicitly takes that historical data and completely reconfigures it into easy-to-read formats. It describes the current state of your business operations by learning directly from the past. It's the essential grounding reality check for absolutely any organization. So summarizing the importance here, descriptive analytics offers some massive benefits. First, it helps businesses understand exactly what has happened. Second, it identifies hidden patterns and trends that might just be buried in day-to-day operations. Crucially, it helps businesses definitely assess the effectiveness of past strategies, like did that expensive marketing campaign actually work? And finally, it builds the perfect baseline so you can accurately track ongoing trends.
Let's move to descriptive analytics in action and look at some real-world business examples. Descriptive analytics is quite literally everywhere. Businesses rely heavily on it to summarize just mountains of daily data. We see it used to track company production, operations, and inventory. It is the absolute backbone of financial statement analysis. Marketing teams use it constantly for traffic and engagement reports, while research teams use it to look at aggregated survey results and historical demand trends.
Let's deep dive into a really specific example to highlight why this matters so much: tracking sales performance. Imagine you're a retail manager. You need to know for sure if last month's promotional strategy was effective. Well, descriptive analytics gives you your month-over-month sales growth. Or maybe you need to understand how inflation affected your margins. Descriptive analytics hands you the year-over-year pricing changes. By comparing these historical sales metrics, you perfectly answer the "what happened" question, allowing you to quickly assess whether your past strategies were a home run or a total failure.
So the crucial point is, well, let's look at another super common example: tracking subscriber metrics for a digital platform or service. A company will use descriptive analytics to find the exact number of active users, or to calculate the total revenue per subscriber. For a digital platform, simply counting those total users and averaging out the revenue gives a business the exact historical context they need. It basically turns raw, messy daily login data into a crystal clear picture of the company's current standing.
But, as powerful as descriptive analytics is, it kind of has a strict limit. It gives us the perfect baseline. It tells us the what. But what if that month-over-month sales growth dropped dramatically out of nowhere? Descriptive Analytics shows you the drop, for sure, but it doesn't tell you the cause. So, if Descriptive Analytics perfectly explains what happened in the past, what tools must we use next to figure out why it happened? Well, answering that requires stepping into the next phase of the data journey, diagnostic analytics, which we'll definitely have to save for our next explainer. Thanks so much for joining me to explore the foundation of business intelligence.